Have you ever looked at some of these AI story videos on YouTube and just wondered, how are they getting monetized when so many others are getting stuck? Well, today, we're going to tear down their exact blueprint. If you've been curious about AI video but kind of overwhelmed by where to even start, this one's for you. You know the feeling, right? There are dozens of AI tools, all these tutorials that are either way too basic or just impossibly complicated. And after hours of work, your results are, well, they're all over the place. It's so frustrating, and it really feels like you're just spinning your wheels. Well, here's the fix for all that confusion. We are going to walk through a super clear, actionable plan. This is a blueprint based on a workflow that has already cracked the code for making successful, monetizable content with AI. So let's start with what I call the AI creator's dilemma. So many of us feel stuck, caught between these workflows that are way too simple to make anything good or so complex that you could never scale it. That's the problem we're here to solve. Okay, let's get right into it with the very first and honestly the most crucial step, finding an idea that you know has a high chance of success before you even start creating. And this little piece of advice is key. It completely flips the script on what we normally think of as creativity. The goal isn't to dream up some totally original idea out of thin air. No, it's to find a validated one, something you already know people love, and then figure out how to make it just 10 or 15% better. And here is the hack in action. First, you find the fastest growing channels in your niche. Then, you basically borrow their homework by pulling the transcripts from, say, their top 50 or 100 videos. You feed all of that data into an AI, which becomes your personal strategist. It analyzes everything to find the hidden patterns, the hook structures, the pacing, the storytelling beats. Suddenly, you're not guessing what works anymore. You have a proven formula right in front of you. So, you've got your validated idea. Awesome. Now let's move on to scripting and see how all that initial research makes the writing process incredibly efficient. And maybe the best part of this whole thing? You can say goodbye to staring at a blank page. That deep dive you did on all those viral transcripts, that becomes your direct template. You're starting your script with a structure that's already proven to work, for the hook, for the story, even for the little psychological tricks that keep people watching. Now, this is a really, really important distinction to make. This is not about plagiarism. You're not stealing someone's words or their stories. You are reverse engineering the system behind their success. You're copying the formula, not the content. And then you apply it to your own unique ideas. All right, your script is locked and loaded. Now it's time for the visual magic. And at this stage, you face a really important choice about how you want to create your video. But hold on. Before you generate a single image, you need a storyboard. Seriously, think of it as the architectural blueprint for your video. Without that logical, scene-by-scene flow, viewers get confused. And what does a confused viewer do? They click away. This simple step is absolutely everything. So this brings us to a fork in the road, with two main paths you can take. First, you've got the simplified AI-assisted workflow. This is perfect if your goal is speed and cranking out a lot of content. The AI can just take your script and storyboard prompts and automatically generate a whole sequence of images. But then, for maximum impact, you have the manual, high-control workflow. This is for the inner filmmaker in you, the person who wants to obsess over every cinematic detail, crafting each prompt one by one for that perfect shot. There's no right or wrong answer here. It just depends on what you're trying to achieve. So let's talk about the big one. After all this work, how do you actually get your channel monetized? What does a platform like YouTube really want to see when it comes to AI-generated content? It really just boils down to three key things. First, original storytelling. Are you telling a unique story? Second, clear intent. Does your video actually have a purpose? And finally, human value. Can the platform clearly see the effort you put in, the research, the scripting, the editing? Because let me tell you, generic, mass-produced stuff is an immediate red flag for monetization. So the formula is actually super simple when you think about it. The more effort your video shows, and the harder it is for someone else to just copy it, the smoother your path to monetization is going to be. The goal is to create something that feels crafted, not just generated. And that right there, that's the whole mindset shift you need to make. You're not just an operator telling a machine what to do. You are the director, you're the writer, you're the artist, and you're using AI as an incredibly powerful assistant to bring your unique vision to life. Which leaves us with one final and I think crucial question. As these AI tools get more and more powerful, what is the one human element that you bring to your stories that an algorithm can never truly replicate? Because ultimately, that's where your real lasting value as a creator will always be.